Hundreds gathered at dusk in Washington, D.C. for an overnight walk to draw attention to the taboo topic of suicide. It's a subject that's personal for Thomas Sweet.
He is a veteran, having served 2 terms as a Marine in Iraq and 1.
The annual walk has taken on new prominence because of an epidemic of suicides among U.S. soldiers, a reality Sweet has witnessed on 3 different combat tours in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Each of my deployments, I've actually sent somebody home, at least one person home who's committed suicide overseas. And my second deployment, it was a young 19-year-old Marine.
They were not isolated cases, but instead a disturbing trend. Suicides among active duty troops have risen steadily. The U.S. military reports that last year, more soldiers died from suicide than from combat in Afghanistan. It's a statistic a spokeswoman told Al Jazeera the U.S. military is concerned about. Our most valuable resource within the department is our people. We are committed to taking care of our people, and that includes doing everything possible to prevent suicides in the military. But millions invested in U.S. government programs designed to prevent military suicides have so far had little impact. Even more baffling, not all of the self-inflicted deaths involve soldiers who had experienced the stress of combat.
Probably around 50% of military suicides have never deployed. So it means that there's something else going on too.
It's believed the shame of mental illness is a factor. Soldiers may avoid seeking help because they fear it will harm their careers and be viewed as weakness. It's a stigma that advocates like Sweet understand. He watched a fellow soldier make it through combat in Iraq, only to take his own life because of private struggles when he returned to the U.S.
He lost his life through a tough battle, and it's something that I felt that we need to do something to try to change, because I don't want to lose any more brothers in arms to this issue.
He hopes his stand will lift the stigma of suicide out of the shadows and into the spotlight. And as the U.S. Department of Defense prepares to release its first ever comprehensive suicide prevention policy, there's hope for a shift in military culture that many believe right now may be costing lives. Kimberly, Halkett, Al Jazeera, Washington.